Seconds early. What? Stream could not be finished. Try again. What? Are we live? Oh, man, Jesse, could you... Oh, we are live. I think we're live. I got an error message from YouTube there for a minute. Hey, Scotty, how are you? Oh, there's no technical difficulties today. Well, hey, Doug Taylor, how you doing, buddy? I can't wait for Origins to be over, even though it's here this week, so that we can start talking about the regionals. Hey, Scotty, can't wait to see you Thursday, buddy. Once I don't like to jump ahead and talk about events when we got a big event coming up. So we will talk about the regional after Origins, and we got to talk about the OP Cup even while we're talking about Seattle, because there's going to be so much going on that weekend. Hey, Brian, how are you? Thanks for joining us early tonight. I think when we did something, I think you got in very last, like the last 10 minutes or something last time. But Origins this week, then we start looking forward to Seattle, and then the OP Cup. The OP Cup is going to be 3 days of Overpower. You might want to put in for that Friday off, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think that Friday we're going to do drafts all day long. We're going to start at like noon and just draft all day long. We may do a real tournament also. But hey, John, how are you? Then we'll have the regional on Saturday and the OP Cup on Sunday. It'll be fun.
What a weekend.
Yes, it will be. The biggest Overpower weekend ever. Ever. I don't think we ever had. Well, we might have had 3-day weekends back when it was a world. That was a long time ago. I don't know. Brian, we're trying to do great things. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Scott says, I didn't know you considered me coming up there was an event. It's definitely an event, Scotty. I'm just not sure what kind of event it is. Miss your daughter, where she could come up with you. Is she coming with you since you're only coming for the day? She could come and hang out with us, right? So, Noor, when are you coming to Origins? You're starting Friday, right?
Starting Friday.
You got to miss the little on Thursday.
Yeah.
You could probably.
I think the latest event is 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's when you get off work.
I get off at 4.
Get off at 4.
Sadly, yeah.
You got to talk to your boss.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining us today. But you'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
All right.
We're playing in as many events as possible.
Okay, good. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of product. Some of you, I know, saw us bust a box. Just wanted to show people that they are the Kickstarter boxes. As far as I know, there was no other print run on the game. From what I've been told, there is not another print run. Right now, there isn't one planned either. So everything is a Kickstarter. Super excited to get the product into people's hands. Stefan will be there from the Flying Monkey.
Nice.
He's bringing some product with him, a lot of product. He's probably got more than I do. And then, of course, Lazarus will be there, and they're bringing less product than I have. I think they are seriously underestimating Origins. I think they're going to sell out. Although they're bringing a lot of power stations. Holy cow, are they bringing a lot of power stations? It's like, okay, you maybe should have brought more booster boxes than power stations. Not the other way around, but we shall see. I want to bust some boxes so bad.
Oh, yeah.
But we can't. We got to wait for that GTS shipment. Which GTS said they're going to work with me. If they get it in this week, we could have it by Thursday or Friday. We shall see. Not holding my breath, though. Scotty says, what's the cost to enter the drafts on Thursday?
That's a great question.
Drafts are 3 packs. So it'll be like either, I think it's $20 for 3 packs. If we get prize packs in time, we'll include those. I applied for the prize packs. I hope they come through. We shall see. Hey, Ricky, how are you? I know a lot of guys are wanting to do drafts. I didn't think drafts would be this popular, to be honest with you. So I didn't schedule a single draft for Origins. So we'll just do them
Wow.
on the fly. We'll just, 4 guys show up, sign up. We'll have a sign-up sheet out there. 4 guys sign up, we'll fire a draft.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Scotty will want to draft. I think Vlad's coming on Thursday. I
Nice.
think he wants to draft.
Yeah, we had a great time drafting last time. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's better than sealed, I think.
I haven't tried sealed yet. I'm excited to try that.
Oh, that's right. You missed
I
our
missed
sealed
that one, yeah.
event. Yeah, sorry about that. Good to see the sorceress, Ricky, says Doug. Yeah, what's the matter, Ricky? No sorcery tonight? Drafts are awesome. Doug likes drafts also. Joe said something about you do like 3 rounds of drafting, and then the 4th round you could throw in your uncommons and draft keep the uncommons
I
that
did
you
hear
want
that.
and throw everything else in. I don't know if we'll do that. We'll probably try it here and
Yeah.
there and see how people like it
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
I think it was like keep 2 uncommons and throw in 2 uncommons.
Is that what he said?
I think.
Maybe
If I
that
understood
was-
him right.
Okay. That would be interesting. John says drafts are awesome. 8 is best, but 6 and 4 work pretty well. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah. Andrew says, Doug, what's the plan for OP Cup deck list? Can you get me a list? I'm trying to make a video on the tournament and teams used. The last OP Cup? Or you mean the one that's coming up in August, Andrew? Hey, Doug Taylor, that'd be great if you want to send me some draft rules. We'll take a look at them. Jerry says he's coming in on Friday, not for Origins, unfortunately. Oh, but if I have time, looking to stop into the shop. Is there any ERB or FAB high Cs available in store? Jerry, if you go on our website and order the high Cs for in-store pickup, we'll have a box waiting on you. I think we're down to only like 5 or 6 boxes of high Cs. If you wait till Friday, I'm pretty sure we will be sold out. ERB will only be available in the store if I get my shipment from GTS by then. Right now, I don't have enough product to even get me through the weekend of Origins for all the gaming events that we have planned. So, but I'll work with you, Jerry. Let's see what's going on Friday. But if you can, order the Flesh and Blood High Cs online for in-store pickup and get it on Friday, and I'll see what we can do about getting you a box of ERB. Andrew says, no, the next one upcoming, we got to get better track him. And yes, we got to get better.
Yeah.
Got to keep better track. Hey, there's Marcel. Andrew, I'm trying really hard to get deck list on all these events, but technically, the OP Cup is Phil's event, and Phil is the one who makes all the decisions on the OP Cup. I just host it. As far as the regionals and everything, I expect them to make an announcement this week about what they're going to do for deck list. Ricky's stuck with the kids tonight, so he's stuck with us. He says, I mean, enjoyable time with the kids tonight and no sorcery. But he gets to hang out and listen to some OP chat. Marcel, what's going on? Are you ready? Are you finally going to get your Nationals invite this weekend? And Phil Miller's not here yet. Phil, where are you at? Phil, oh, Noor's here tonight. How you doing, Noor?
Good. How are you?
I forgot. Phil is in Florida right now. Open deck list, says Andrew. That's my vote. I agree. I've tried to get deck list ever since I came back into the game. Every big event should have deck list. But it's not. I've been getting a lot of feedback, most of it negative. Not too many guys want to put down their deck list because they don't want somebody to know what's in their deck who actually may be playing in the event. That is why you need a tournament organizer who is not playing in the event, and it helps if you have a judge not playing in the event. Marcel in training. I love it. It's great. John says, wow, you still have high Cs. I'm amazed and jealous. We sold 40 boxes in about 30 minutes. Best-selling Flesh and Blood product ever. Yeah, it's pretty amazing for sure. We do pretty well with Flesh and Blood, but I am surprised I still have 5 boxes left. But you get a lot more foot traffic than I do. Even though we had, Animate here last week. We did have a lot of people coming through them. John, hey, Joey, how are you? John says, deck list should be a must.
Yeah.
Scott says, crybabies. Andrew says, deck list posted after the tournament is great. No need for before. I think you do need them before the tournament. And I think you need to do a deck check, random deck checks.
Yeah, I like that.
Doug Taylor says 100% deck list should be required. I agree. It just eliminates any, what is it? You can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Appearance of anything being inappropriate. It just, if you can be deck checked at any time, we got it written down, or do you really have what you said you have?
Yeah.
It helps. But we shall see. Thanks for the likes, guys. We're up to 9 likes. Appreciate that. And Joey says, get that new booster box out. What? No shenanigans. Doug Taylor, that's a pretty good word too. I love the word shenanigans.
Yeah.
It just makes it so that everything's out in the open and everyone knows what they got to deal with. Especially these regionals, man. You put $20,000 out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, Andrew. Above reproach. That's what I was looking for. $20,000 on the line, and you think nobody's going to come in and cheat?
Yeah.
I mean,
seriously.
we're not going to know everybody who walks through that door to play in that event. There's going to be some people show up. Okay, Doug Taylor. No apparent appearance of impropriety. Say that word for me. Impropriety. But we're not going to know everybody that walks through the door.
Yeah.
So who do we know who we can trust if we never met them until that day? So, shenanigans, Joey. Yes, I do mean shenanigans. John says the judge and TI should be the only people who see your deck list. Right.
Yeah.
Random check checks every round. They're the only people that see it. Yep, I agree. Oh, Joe Peters, also good practice to have a deck check before top 8 starts. Just validate everything. 100%.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement here. Joe, how you doing? Scott says, I'm honest. Scott, you would be deck checked every round if it was up to me. Not that I think you would put 2 A-Next in your deck, but you know. Andrew says, beforehand is tricky because of sniping. I think tracking deering is fine, random checks are fine, but posting them publicly afterwards for after-tournament meta-analysis. I think every game does that. They'll put them online, so we should be doing it. Well, the GOAT says, guy that first revealed his deck at OP tournaments to help the community. Yep. It does help the community. But, you know, a good player shouldn't worry about if anybody knows what's in their deck.
Yeah.
Not too concerned about it. I can see before the event you maybe don't want to let people know what you're going to show up with so that they don't build a deck specifically against you. Because let's face it, any deck can be beaten, especially if you build a deck specifically to beat that deck.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I understand people not wanting to say beforehand. That being said, you struggled tonight with your intellect deck, huh?
Yeah. It didn't do too well for me.
Yeah.
The goal is that even though I play against Jessica every time, even though they know what I have, the deck should still play well, even if somebody is familiar with it.
Yeah.
Because everybody will be familiar with your cards for the most part.
Right.
And it just did not work out that way. So.
Yeah, it was a rough night.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's why we play.
Yeah.
We play to get better. Oh, wow, look at that. The chat's blowing up. Why is our chat rate only 1 with all these comments on here? Andrew says, OP Goat, you telling me you'd lose your edge if someone copies your deck? Nah, you'd evolve into something different. Copycats won't perform the same. Andrew, that's absolutely right, because if you play a deck enough, you'll know it better than the person who shows up just copying your deck. And if you're a better player, it's going to show.
Yeah.
Joey says, are we talking about exposing our deck publicly again? Don't start that, Joey. John says, also give out paper match slips so if software crashes, you can reconstruct the tournament correctly. I think all the regionals are going to be run by Lazarus. They will take care of all that. It's all out of our hands. We will be hosting only. So anything that gets done will be Lazarus, and they will have everything they need. Marcel says people work hard on decks and they should benefit before a bunch of copycats take their hard work. Right. That's why I say if you want to hold off before the event and not tell everybody what you're coming with, I totally get that. Same deck also does not equal same play style. You are correct again, Andrew. And Marcel says, I agree. At least it was different pictures, not like someone playing Pokemon proxies for their entire deck. John says, my current intellect team is Sherlock, Carson of Venus, Cthulhu, and Watson with 221B Baker Street.
That's good, but you get stuck with Sherlock and Watson again.
Yeah.
Which is every intellect deck ever. It's kind of hard to build around it.
I agree. It is hard. If you're going to play intellect, you almost always end up with Sherlock Holmes. If you're playing Sherlock Holmes, you might as well play Watson and 221B.
Yeah.
But
that's good though. That's really good.
Yeah, I like it. Who you playing in reserve, Cthulhu or Watson, John? I'm going to say you're probably playing Watson because of the way you got it listed there. Cthulhu on the front line is a monster, especially with that one card that plays in front of him or another teammate to keep you from attacking him. You can lock some people up. John says, I've recommended match slips to Joe and James. I have not yet been introduced to James. I wonder if he's coming for Origins. Marcel says, I don't think Overpower had enough mechanics before ERB. Deck Tech was valuable because the card pool was so limited. Now new mechanics could open the Deck Tech after tourney conversations. I think it'll be really exciting to see what people bring to the first regional and then break it down, take a look at it.
Yeah.
We're all going. As a matter of fact, Corey was supposed to book our airfare today. I don't know if he did or not. I bet he didn't. I bet he forgot because he didn't mention it to me. But the four of us are coming. Phil's coming. So 5 from Ohio at least are coming out to Seattle to play. We'll all be playing different decks. Jessica's got a deck she's pretty comfortable with right now. I don't know if it's one that she'll end up playing because we still got a month to tinker with things. But
yeah, it's not fun to play against.
It's not. It's not.
They're White Queen all over.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if she evolves it at all or even goes with something. Maybe she'll find something else that she likes even better.
Yeah.
But I enjoy watching her play it for sure. John says, I'm flip-flopping my reserve currently. Watson, I tried Cthulhu in the bag, but Watson died too fast up front and you lose the +2 adventure. That's exactly what we've been saying. Yeah. Watson just dies too fast when you put him on the front line with all those specials. Hey, Noor, you were placing any heroes on 221B in your game versus Corey, then place a Sherlock special on at the end.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did do that. The any heroes that I was placing was like Merlin, Heal the Permanent Record, the ones that specifically say may be placed.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard a ruling against placing on the on the home base, so I don't see why not. When it says can be placed, I just assume it means can be placed anywhere.
That place is on 221B.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the card says it can be placed, I thought you were allowed to place it on the home base.
You can place a negate in place of a character special on your character.
Yeah.
So it should be the same thing.
Yeah.
That's good point there, Marcel.
That's a very good.
We got to check into that. I assumed if it can be placed, it can go to 221B.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard Jessica, but if it takes the slot of a special on a character, it should take the slot of a special on a home base.
Yeah.
And it should be the same.
Scotty says, I can't wait until Thursday. It'll be my first time playing with any of the new stuff. And then Joyce has got to send a Cthulhu to do a Watson job. Yep. Marcel says, place the one that gets a card from the top
Nope.
5.
That one was probably just an accident. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to watch that back.
Okay. Yeah, that's a no-no. That's a no-no.
Yeah, I have so many decks built, and like some use round table, and some use 221 or a Sleption or whatever. So I keep mistaking that.
Did you give up on a Sepsion?
I didn't.
Didn't give up on that?
Just what I have built right now is giving up on me. So we're gonna try a new angle.
Doug Taylor says you can place the ones that say they can be placed on a home base.
Nice. Okay.
That's what
I
we
thought
thought,
so, yeah.
but yeah, not the one that lets you look at the top
Yeah.
5. Oh man, I don't even play that one. I don't like that one.
Yeah,
Noor,
I don't hate it.
Oh, tell them about the first round of our first game today.
What happened?
With the teamwork.
My teamwork was not playable, so I had a teamwork placed in our game, and I had one card in my hand, and it was that look at the top 5, reveal and keep it, and it made my teamwork playable. So that was a good situation. You're not gonna dupe it, and you can just figure out what you need that hand. Gives you
Right.
more versatility. So
Okay.
I don't hate it. I used to not play it either until I needed to get to 51 cards, and so I added it, and then I put it in there. I was just too short. So
Okay, I can see that. That would be good. Marcel says, yep, you are correct. They can be placed. Hades and Merlin. Hey, Stefan, has anyone run a tournament with cardio? I'm assuming it does deck slips, printable pairings, etc., right? You know what? I did run an event through cardio, but I didn't look for that. I assume it's all there. It would have to be, wouldn't it? You could print the pairings. I don't know about printing deck slips, though. Stefan, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to either one of those questions. I think deck slips probably aren't there, but printable pairings are. I'd have to look. And I don't know what Marcel was trying to say there. Preter? Place Hades, Merlin, and Predator. Is it Predator? What is the one that lets you remove?
Permanent healing,
Permanent healing. Yeah.
whatever that is.
Yeah. Whatever that one's called.
yeah, I'm not sure.
And Doug Taylor says, not sure if it does print the stuff. I'd have to look into that. And John says it does have printable pairings. I don't know if it prints deck slips. It'll be interesting. Stefan, do you know what your booth number is at Origins? I keep forgetting to check. Ours is we're in Hall B, but we're on the wall that leads into Hall C. So if you're in B and walking into the gaming hall, you'll walk right past our booth to get in there. Yeah, prenatural healing, John. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I play that a lot, and gonna start taking it out. I keep getting in the first couple hands when there's nothing on the permanent record. Or
Yeah, that's the downfall of that card.
Yeah.
If you get it too early.
yeah, it's unplayable more times than it's been playable, at least for me.
Yeah, you're just trying to defend everything.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a lot of hits.
Yeah, no venture that hand either, so it's like
Yeah.
don't love it.
I've never played it because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Haven't seen Mr. Keffer in the chat today. Is he hiding out? Is he lurking in the shadows? Marcel, do you play that card? I bet you don't want to tell me. Stefan, I am booth 1844. Okay, I'll look and see. We might be pretty close to each other. But AJ's not in the chat yet. AJ's going to come and help me judge all weekend, I think.
Oh, is he?
I think he's going to be there all
Nice.
weekend, yeah.
Thought you want to play too bad to judge.
He's going to try and balance.
Oh.
He's going to play a little, judge a lot. Although he might want to play a lot and judge a little. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go hit up the Lazarus booth right away and get that Invincible promo
Oh,
card.
yeah.
What did you guys heading over to Barley's to get those pint glasses?
First day it's available.
Friday? They're only doing it Friday and Saturday.
We'll be
Well,
there
Friday,
Friday.
Saturday, Sunday if they last that long.
We'll be there Friday and Saturday.
She forgot. You see that look she gave us? Like, what? So, Thursday, the first day of Origins, that pint glass isn't offered. They have a special one. But we need to get one on Friday and put a picture up so everybody can see it.
Are they doing it like just during lunch, dinner, or are they
I
all
think
day?
it's lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner. Nice.
Lunch and dinner. I ought to message that guy on Facebook and ask him. John says, healing isn't an auto include for me, but if I have Obsession, I run it.
Yeah.
I've never played Obsession. To me, that concept is, you got to be in a frame of mind to play that because you
Yeah.
got to be willing to take some hits so that you can at some
Yeah.
point remove an attack. And I have a hard time getting into that mindset. So I don't know if I'll ever play it. I think
Yeah.
it's just a totally different mindset.
Yeah, I played at the Western Shootout. It's very fun to play. Watching your opponent get frustrated that you keep taking off their hits.
Yeah.
Especially if you have some cards that are current battle also, and so it helps you that battle too. But once you kind of figure it out, it's very easy to beat, I think. Or not easy, but it's very possible. It's
I don't think it's easy, but
the way Jessica plays me. She makes it look easy.
and before long we'll be play testing this new Invincible set.
Yeah.
Excited to get that. John says low negate format. No one is countering your healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
know-
Yeah, I wish you would. Then I'll throw my big attack at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you almost have to let them
Yeah.
remove the hit.
Yeah.
Save the negate for the big attacks, the power leech, and
Yeah.
whatever. But we should get some interesting decks will be played Friday in Niagara. It'll be interesting to see what we get out of that.
Is that going to be recorded? Are we going to watch that back or?
Honestly, have no clue. No clue whatsoever. And from what I understand, Lazarus guys aren't going to be up there at all. I'm sure they're recording something. I don't know if it'll be just Saturday only,
Yeah.
because they only recorded Saturday events in Dallas, right? They didn't record anything Friday night.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so we probably won't see anything from the modern event, but Saturday's event's probably going to be, I'm sure it'll be streamed. Joey says, I negate all other comments. All right, Mr. Negate. You going to make it to the OP Cup and the regional, Joey? Come for the weekend. Ohio is going to be the place to be. That's in August. August 29th, 30th, and 31st. I hope you guys all plan to be here. Peace Pitch Friday is all-day drafts, fill and fire. Oh, okay. So they're not doing a modern event at all? Just drafting? That's interesting. But well, that's the same thing we're going to be doing at Origins, but I don't know how fast we'll be able to fill them. Good, Joey's going to try to be here for it. We're hoping to have a big turnout for that weekend. We'll make you guys make it worth your time to be here. But at Origins, if those guys at Lazarus send players over to us after they demo, hey, Mr. Keffer, awesome. Let's go.
Nice.
It's coming. Good. Glad we got a weekend you can attend. I hear you're not going to be able to make Seattle, right? Bad weekend for you. But I think the OP Cup weekend's going to be huge. think we'll set a new record with that one. Get everybody coming out, get to play a lot of modern and a little bit of classic with modern mixed in. That is the Anime Con weekend, Matsuri Con. So I don't know how much we're all going to get to play in that one. Corey said he'll probably sit out OP Cup to let us play if we want.
Oh.
He'll just
That's
work
nice.
the store. And if that happens, I'll be playing my new deck for the OP Cup. John says, I'm trying to get time off for 3-day weekend of Overpower. John, that'd be awesome if you could make it. VT 100K. What? Oh, okay. You got a big marathon. Ricky says, I'm not sure which Ohio weekend I'll make it to. Ricky, did you not hear the news? Didn't Phil tell you? We moved the OP Cup to the Sunday after the regional. So you come for the weekend, you get them both. August 29th is a Friday. We're going to be running some drafts all day on Friday. We may run a big event at the end of the day. And then the regional on Saturday, the OP Cup on Sunday. Just one trip. You can not even be concerned about coming twice. You may want to come back if we have the Nats here, because we're the backup choice for the Nats. We made second string. We shall see. I'm not sure exactly what their plan is for the Nats, but they told me that Columbus is definitely the backup plan. Yeah, Ricky's excited. Now he gets to come. Justin, Jonathan Lewis, somebody else is already committed to being here. They were coming for the OP Cup, I think, and so they're switching their plans to come for the regional and stay for the OP Cup. So it's all in one weekend. It's going to be 3 solid days of Overpower. And we'll start really promoting that next week. We're just trying to get through Origins right now. I don't like to get ahead of an event. So this week we'll be talking about Origins. Next week we're going to mix in the Seattle Regional with the OP Cup and the Columbus Regional. We're going to promote all 3 events pretty much at the same time. Just the convention center is going to help us promote it. I mean, $20,000. My goodness, how could you not promote that? Yep, it is going to be huge, Ricky. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. The $20,000 for the regional, can we get 50, 60, 70 people to show up for that? I bet we can.
Oh, yeah.
John says you can probably earn enough ratings points to qualify for Nats by coming in 9th through 12th on both Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing that. And the ratings points. Good. We still don't have ratings, right? Oh, but we're already qualified. We don't worry about that, right?
I think there are points, but they're just not on the website yet.
That's interesting.
Because we have done events, and we have gotten points for them, but they're just not on the website, so not sure.
Yeah, I wish they'd get that up there just so we could see it. And it'd be the first time Corey and I are both ever in the top 8 together after Dallas.
Yeah.
He finished top 8, I finished top 8. So that would be kind of cool to see both our names in there if we both made the top 8 in ratings, which we'd almost have to, right, if we finished in the top 8. So that would be kind of cool to see, but by the time they get them up there, it may be too late, and somebody may have jumped 1 or 2 of us. So, all right. Jessica has to work during Origins. I don't know if she's going to get to play much. What?
Oh.
Who's it?
You guys are going to have to work out what days you want to come up and play between you and Corey.
Yeah.
John says ratings theoretically work but aren't displaying prominently. That's weird. They just don't want to see Doug at number 1, those haters. I agree, Ricky. That's what it's all about. They're going to be really upset if I come in and win a regional and I'm still number 1, and then by then they'll have to put them up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I gotta ask Tyler about that. I'll send him a text later.
Yeah.
Say, hey, come on. Let me see it. Just one time? It's been a long time since I've been up there. So, I don't know. The ratings are fun. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just fun. But it is fun. So everyone wants to see their name up there, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see themselves down at number 51, 52, out of 60 players, that kind of stuff. I'm excited. All right, let's talk a little bit about modern decks. I like Victory Harbin. I can't believe you had trouble with her tonight.
Yeah, she's okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, she 18 points?
Yeah.
Very decent for 18 points.
20 to put her in reserve.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Don't put her in reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you put her in reserve, then you got to put a 16 on your front line who's a max 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those max 6 characters, they go down hard.
Yeah, and then you're discarding cards to player specials, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's great.
Although that teammate avoid one attack with an intellect icon from reserve, then draw a power card.
Yeah, that one is
That's
good.
not bad. That one she doesn't have to discard to play from reserve.
Yeah. I'll have to try it. I haven't tried it, so I guess I can't really say.
I think she's too many points in reserve. You got to put
Yeah.
her on the front line. And then you run into the intellect decks aren't that strong right now. I don't think they're going to hold up. It looks like the combat decks are going to rule the day right now.
Yeah, Combat Brute Force, I think, are the new.
Brute Force?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think any of us except Jessica built an energy deck at all, have we?
Oh, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At Western Shield.
Exception
deck,
was,
yeah.
was an energy deck.
Yeah.
Right. You did pretty well with it out there. But she tried to make Zeus. She struggled with that one.
This was good.
Zeus was good? I
It was
thought-
good, but she just made it better.
It was just fun.
Just okay? Yeah.
But out Texas, I played Wicked Witch,
The Wicked Witch is...
Oh, yeah.
which I
Wicked Witch,
What?
Morgan Le Fay.
don't like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, because I played her with Merlin and Morgan Le Fay, and so I hardly had any venture at all.
Yeah.
Because Merlin only has the 4-man make an additional, which is nice coming from the 3 from Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah.
But the highest venture that I have is the 8 multi and the 7 from Wicked Witch, which is like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. That's right. I remember you telling me that
And
now.
power cards, which I needed for defense. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't love the Wicked Witch.
Oh, just that one per deck is pretty nice.
It
Yeah.
is.
Um,
And the discard a place.
discard a place
And
card.
Morgan's discard a place and draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug Taylor says he puts her in reserve.
Oh, really?
More like loser Harbin. Am I right, Noor? Says Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
I really like her. I think I went undefeated with her the other night. When did we play? Saturday? Friday?
Oh, yeah, I didn't beat you when you had her.
Friday? Yeah, I liked it.
Guess I can't say anything when I couldn't stop it.
Yeah. John says, I'll settle for being top 100 in the world by next March. Invincible's going to add a ton of players. I think you're right about that, for sure. Super excited to get this Invincible stuff rolling. We're working on so many things with Invincible. I'm so excited about what we're trying to do. I don't even want to say it, because if it doesn't happen, it'd be a big letdown for me. And Doug says she can block attacks from teammates from reserve. Yep, and draw a power card out of the power pack. Doug, I remember you and Phil saying combat wasn't that strong a few months back. I know, when we were play testing, we weren't too impressed, but they made some changes, and I really do like them. John says Hercules, Cthulhu, Angry Mob, Max 6, and Hyde for my brute force team. That's interesting. Hercules and Cthulhu on the deck together, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
It is. Angry Mob and Hyde both 16.
Who's in the back? I assume Cthulhu?
No, Hyde.
Hyde's
I
in
bet
the back?
Hyde.
He doesn't do anything from the back, does he?
No.
He's just there.
It just makes your front line legal. John says, Wicked Witch is a great 3 special character. Yeah, I like her. But I haven't seen anything I like to play in her with. I don't see... you put her with Merlin,
Yeah.
maybe. Get your negate and your 8. But Merlin's just so many points for a negate.
Yeah. And I feel like that's really all he has is just the negates.
Yeah. Was it a 4 make 1 additional?
Yeah.
And it's like, eh.
Which I think every character has. Just
A
about.
lot of them do, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I think, better characters that don't obviously have the negate.
Yeah.
But I hate those offensive negates. But
I don't mind him.
really,
Yeah. I like, you throw big attack, you throw a 9 at me, you throw a 7 or whatever. I take it, then I negate it, then it's just right back to you. It's kind of like the speed bump, the Cthulhu bodyguards.
yeah,
It's the same concept. You kind of just throw it out there. Use your turn for it, but
so I found in this modern game sometimes it's just as good to sit and wait. Let them burn a card, attack,
Yeah.
and then remove it offensively. Then they get to attack again.
yeah.
And you can sometimes run them out of cards
Yeah.
quicker. But it's hard to get used to playing a negate offensively and not defensively.
Yeah.
Ricky likes the Merlin Inherent. All the times I played him, I was constantly forgetting to use that.
Yeah. What is it again? You look at the top.
Look at the top card in your draw pile, and you can either leave it there or put it on the bottom. And John says, hide and back comes up with just the lockout. Cthulhu puts in front of himself and KOs his friends for fun and profit. Yeah, he's got that KO one of his teammates. That is pretty cool. I've not played that version of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I like Cthulhu. When I was playing Cthulhu in Reserve with my Victory Harbin deck, he's throwing the cards out in front of the frontline characters, and he's making you -5 to KO. But I didn't run anything else for him. I didn't run the 11. Nothing else, just the ones that are playable from Reserve. And Joey just retracted a message. That's what John usually does, Joey, not you. But I like Cthulhu a lot.
Yeah. I could imagine seeing a lot of Cthulhu's decks.
Yeah. The KI is not as good either. I could see Cthulhu being put on a good... Cthulhu, Victory Harbin, who else did I have on that deck? Sherlock. I can't remember the 4th character now. But I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
I liked playing it. I think it was good enough to win. But I need to play it some more and see.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do it, like Marcel and Phil Kever. I don't know, maybe they're playing online a lot now, but back in the day, they didn't play test a lot. They just showed up with a deck and beat everybody. I like trying it out for sure. I love playing the game.
Yeah.
But we're always looking for a deck that's a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. I do like my King Arthur deck right now. So it's a fighting deck.
Oh, nice.
A combat deck. It's so hard to get used to saying that. KO is good and not a Wumper deck, is what John retracted. He meant to say the KO card is not a Wumper deck.
Oh, really? So you can KO two teammates?
Yep.
Or
Technically, all three.
Yeah, all 3 of them, I guess. Then lock them out in the end.
That would be hilarious.
Just keep killing them off each.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're throwing the bodyguard card
Oh.
in front of Cthulhu and build up like 3 of them in front of Cthulhu and then KO your teammates.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Well, they put all their venture on the other teammates, and then you KO them.
Yeah, they
And then
lose
there's
all
no
that
venture,
venture.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Interesting way to play.
Yeah. I might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Joey says, my best team builds so far is Raw, Anubis, Hyde, and Cthulhu in reserve. Is that legal? That ain't legal. Raw and Anubis?
20 and 18, they're legal.
And then Hyde makes Cthulhu legal?
Yeah, that's
wow. Okay, it is legal. Wow. Yeah, John, fairy protection. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They go through the 3 bodyguards, and then you play fairy protection on him. Wow.
That's good.
Yeah. I wonder how often you can get that to work out that way in the new game. Interesting. And Joey, that's an interesting deck. I assume you're playing Hyde in reserve too, or are you putting Cthulhu back here? Hyde's got some nice specials. I don't know enough to put him on the front line.
I haven't looked at him too much. He's interesting.
Yeah, Coy was looking at him a lot. I don't know. It is, yeah, it is legal. Wow. I keep thinking Anubis was 20 points, but I forgot they reduced him down to 18.
Yeah, he should be 20 points. He's good.
You know, nothing frustrated me more when I was playing you than you'd be able to have that stupid avoid one attack if it's going to KO Anubis or one of his teammates.
Yeah.
I hate that card. It's worthless. And then I attack you and you get to use it because I was about to KO one of your characters. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But it's like so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I guess it is playable.
Oh, yeah.
You always seem to have it just when you needed it
Yeah.
too. So, and Raw, I didn't realize the Raw stack came with all 3 of the staff cards.
Yeah. The stack comes with all of them, yeah.
So that might be a good character to draft.
Oh, yeah. I drafted him when we did the draft and didn't lose a game, so
Yeah.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Those cards are interesting.
Yeah.
Unless you draw 2 or 3 of them in the same hand, because then you're going to be down cards.
Yeah.
But if you can get them in play, they can be very powerful.
Yeah.
I kind of like them after watching you use them. Doug says that Andrew convinced me that Cthulhu needs to be on the front line rather than reserve. Anubis was too weak when he cost more. I agree with the Anubis statement. I'm playing Cthulhu in reserve on my deck right now, and I kind of enjoy him having him back there, throwing those cards out in front of my frontline characters and making you either attack them or attack the character that I want you to attack is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And John says Hyde is a 6/6 and has multiple colors of damage for 16. And he has a lockout card. Avoid one attack, may not be attacked, or Mr. Hyde cannot be attacked for remainder battle, I think is what it says. So you can play it offensively. The ones that say avoid an attack cannot be played offensively. So yeah, Hyde's pretty cool. I like him. He has a way to raise all of his stats, or not all of them, but does he raise energy, combat, and brute force by 1? And
I think that sounds familiar. Maybe it raises brute force to 7 or something like that. One of those kind of.
I thought it raised all 3 of them.
Does it?
I think that's Hyde that has that, but it's a pretty cool card.
Yeah. With Barsoom?
Yeah. I like the way they worked in the home bases. There's some playable ones there. It's not like everyone's going to show up playing the round table.
Yeah.
Or everyone's going to be playing 221B.
A lot of 221B, though.
Yes, for sure. Get Watson to get that +2.
Oh, yeah.
And that on my King Arthur deck, I'm playing both of them, so I'm +3. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's the deck that I'll be playing in the regional. Still, I have a month to decide. And it's almost exactly a month, right, Doug? Isn't it July 18th?
Is it? Oh, yes, it is.
18th or 19th?
So
So-
Friday the 19th, yeah.
Friday's the 19th?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's the 20th is the event. So just 4 weeks away. Doug, how's it looking attendance-wise? You going to have some big numbers out there? I've seen you've been training a lot of people out there. Jerry says, Hyde gets a bonus of +1 to everything but intellect.
Oh,
That's what I thought,
nice.
Jerry. Yep. You can move them all up 1 and get him up there, so now he's a 7. And if you are running Barsoom, you can draw a card when you do it. Or is that what it? No. It's not draw a card anymore. It's go get a power card usable by him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And instead of it being remainder of battle, I think now it's remainder of game.
Yeah.
If I understand it right.
Okay. Doug says it is July 19th. All right. Land Before Time will be good in Legacy, says John. Too hard to shade the points in Modern. Does that cost 3 points to use that?
3 points. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
July
expensive.
19th is a Saturday. That is a lot of points.
You gotta play Watson just to make it legal, or play 16 step.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm playing Watson just to make my home base legal.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And Doug says, I think we'll have a number of new players. Yeah, it looks like you will. How many did you have out there last year, Doug? I was thinking it was like 32. I think you're going to blow past that this year, right? Even though there's a few of the big name players that aren't going to be there. Marcel, are you coming to Seattle? If you're still in the chat, I don't know if you're still here or not. But we're getting close. 30 days away. 32 days away, 33, something like that. We got to be picking our decks soon. See
Yeah.
what we're going to take. I really like playing that Victory Harbor deck. I don't know. We'll see. King Arthur's pretty good. I like the King Arthur deck too. That reminds me, Sean's not in the chat tonight. He must be doing something with his D&D guys. John says you play Angry Mob to make it legal because every card is a hit. The Angry Mob is amazing. Andrew says, I'll put money down that we break 50 if anyone wants to take that bet.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I think you will too. Or I think you got a really good shot. There was 31 that paid, but 2 people dropped at the last minute. Okay. Yeah, I'd be surprised if you don't break 50, Andrew. It's going to be awesome. You'll have the biggest event ever for 1 month, and then the Columbus Regional is going to take it back from you. That's a challenge, by the way. See if you can keep us from overtaking you. I think Columbus is going to be big. Joe was expecting some big numbers out of Columbus, so we shall see. I think now that they put them on the same weekend, the regional and the OP Cup, I think it will be big.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I can't wait. John says he doesn't think you can make a good modern deck with it. 3 points. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a lot. Doug says, yeah, we will definitely have more this time. We just had 14 different people out to different stores in less than a week. And that's not even counting the number of our other players. That's awesome. That's okay. We're good with the never-ending game of one-upping each other for the attendance. Andrew, I like that. Yeah, let's do it. My prediction is Boston breaks 70. Wow, Joey, you think? I think there's a good chance of that too.
Wow, 70?
Yeah. That's a number I'm hearing thrown around a lot, is 70. But there's a lot of guys, like we can get some of the Canadians who can't come down all the way to Ohio, they can come down to Boston. Some of the guys that were in Boston the last couple of years, they come one time and then they don't do the circuit. Columbus could have an outside shot of breaking 100 because of the 3 days. John, that would be amazing. I would love to see that happen. Andrew says, I have a Land Before Time deck that's busted, but will be nerfed before the tournament. Never-ending chain attacks. Back in the 90s, I battled Bochum, Germany for the largest tournaments in the world. Love the competition. Yeah, that's awesome. Andrew says 42 of 51 cards are attacks in it, and 18 can make an additional or part of a chain. But the Land Before Time, the attack made after conceding has to be a power card, right? I don't think you can chain anything after the conceding.
Yes, just a power card.
Yeah. But that's pretty impressive. 42 cards.
And where's the defense at?
Yeah, obviously in those 9 cards.
Better
which
be
would
9 good
mean-
ones.
Yeah, you can't even get 9 defense of any heroes, right?
No.
So that's interesting. I'd like to see that play. I guess you're trying to knock somebody out so fast that they'll concede.
Yeah, it's got to be the strategy.
Yeah.
Be willing to lose somebody too.
Yep. John says Boston should have all the Eastern Canada, New England, Maryland area, the Mid-Atlantic, New York, and some Ohio guys. Yes, and Philadelphia. I bet you get a bunch of the guys from the Philly area. Andrew says the chains force your opponent to run, then you throw more power cards. Yeah. The best defense is a good offense.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you got that right. That's why I enjoyed playing my teamwork deck so much. It's like, okay, you're going to take a chance that teamwork ain't playable, but it is. So, and to win the game if you full KO, even if you lose venture. Yes. Yep. We were talking about that. If you can lose the venture and still win the game with that home base now.
Yeah, a lot of times that's my strategy. If I'm down, I'm banning everything. If you're gonna kill my last character, I'll give you 4 cards, and I'm going for the win. At least then I'll have a fighting chance.
Oh man,
not a great strategy, but
yeah. We'll have to look at it. I don't know, giving up 3 points for the home base because even Spartan Training Ground's only 2 points, isn't it? So 3 points for that one. I was going to ask Mr. Miller about that, but he's not in the chat tonight. He must be doing something with his kids down there in Florida. I wanted to get his opinion on I keep thinking it's the Land Before Time, but it's the Land That Time Forgot, right? But 3 points, that's a lot of points to give up. But in the modern game, it might work, like John says. It probably won't translate into the classic game, but in the modern one, it might.
I think he said the other way around. I think he said in Legacy it might work better.
I thought he said it won't.
No.
John says, thanks for streaming. Best of luck to everyone at Peace Braves and Origins. I guess John's ready to go eat dinner. Have a great week, John. We'll talk next Monday. We'll be discussing everything that went on. There'll be a lot to talk about next Monday. Go back. Now, I still don't think you can make a good modern deck with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in Legacy, you just throw some 3
Oh,
stats.
he said it will be good in Legacy. Right. I misread that. Too hard to shave the points in Modern. I had it backwards. Yeah. Okay, so he's saying good in Legacy, not in Modern. And John says, thanks for subbing, Noor. Yeah, it's the Doug and Noor show tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's been happening quite a bit. Phil needs to bow out. Noor's more than happy to step in. All right, guys, we're going to call this one a little bit short tonight because I got some stuff going on at the house I got to go home and take care of. Thanks for tuning in, Noor. Thanks for joining me again.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
And tomorrow night we're play testing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Friday night we got Origins, so I don't know if we'll be streaming Friday night or not. We might try. We'll see. Joe and the Lake Lazarus guys want to do some drafting, so we might actually stream some of that. Depends on how tired I am. John says, works in Legacy, not Modern. X-Babies pays for it and hit hard with 3 stat characters. Yeah. Andrew, thanks, buddy. Have a good night. We'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night, guys.
All right, we're out. Only 31 views tonight.